Alright, so a number of people have been asking how to create a map animation that joins up two separate high-resolution maps. So for example, they wanted to create a map animation where they start in London and fly to, say, Australia. Then they zoom in, do some internal travels within Australia, then zoom back out and fly to, say, New Zealand. And then zoom in again over there and continue their travels within New Zealand. So it's actually a pretty straightforward process to create this, and as you can see, I've simply joined two of the maps together in a separate comp. But the question is, how do you create that seamless transition here? So let me show you the approach that I would use to create this. To start with, I'm going to take these two compositions over here that I will be using to create this project. I'm going to duplicate them and put them into my demo folder here, just so it's easier to keep track of things. I'm going to call this one map 1 and this one map 2. Now let's first set up our Australian trip. So we start in London, then it goes to Brisbane, zooms in, and does a trip to, Armidale. So say after we get to Armidale, we want to zoom back out and fly to New Zealand. I don't need the rest of these trips, so I can simply select all of these layers and delete them. And then as soon as we get to Armidale, I'm going to add a zoom out layer. And there we have a zoom back out to Australia. Okay, so next I'm going to open up my New Zealand comp. And if we take a look here, it starts off in Barcelona, then flies to Auckland, zooms in and drives to New Plymouth. And the rest doesn't really matter. So in general, this is pretty much what we need, except that in the beginning, instead of flying from Barcelona, I'd like it to fly from Armidale. So the problem is our first pin. Now I could rename it and try to position this pin by hand, but it's going to be tricky to match its position exactly right to where it is on Australian map. So instead I'm going to switch to my Australia map and select my third pin, which is Armidale pin, copy it using Command or Control-C shortcut, and I'm going to drop it just above pin 1. I'm going to shift this guy over here for now, then delete my old pin 1 and rename the new pin to pin 1. So now our animation starts with Armidale and the airplane isn't positioned right, but that's fine because we just need to relink its starting point. So start pin, we select pin 1 over here, and if I scrub through the timeline, I can see that it's now starting where it should and flies to Auckland. So that's pretty much all set up. So the last thing I want to tweak here, well, maybe two things. I'm going to zoom in here a little bit. So I think the height of this path is a little too high. So I'm going to set it to maybe 75. And the airplane is also looking a little too big for such a short distance flight. So I might set it to 18. Okay, way better. So what I want to do next here is move these layers a little bit forward so that the first flight animation keyframe is positioned pretty much at the start. Now one thing I'm noticing here is that we still have a camera zooming in at the very beginning. So we go to camera controls layer and we turn off the initial camera zoom, which will keep the camera still at the very beginning. And here's our airplane flying to Auckland. Okay, that's great. So next, let's try to connect our two animations into one and let's see what we get. So here in my demo folder, I'm going to create a new comp called Travel Animation. And now we're going to take these two guys and drop them in here. No, actually, before we do so, let me go to Australia and figure out where we need to create our cut. And say we're going to do it somewhere here once we're fully zoomed out. So I'm going to add a marker here. Now I go back to my travel animation comp and I'm going to drop in these two guys here. And as you can see, my marker tells me where I need to create the cut. I trim the first comp here, and I'm going to adjust our New Zealand animation so that it starts where the first one ends. And if I scrub through the timeline, I can see that our two maps are now connected. So now the only thing you will notice is that the clouds kind of jump at that cut. And that's because the clouds have a wiggle animation on their position in order to give them a little bit of movement. Now to fix this, I simply need to ensure that my clouds comp in New Zealand starts at 25-29 second mark. So let's open up New Zealand map. Click this guide to unhide all of the hidden layers. I find my clouds world layer and then go to 25-29 second mark and trim my clouds to this point. I then move my clouds layer to the very beginning of the comp, and that should put the two of them in sync. And if we switch back to our master travel comp, we can see that the jump is now gone and the clouds are now in the exact same position after switching to the second map. Now the only thing I've noticed while doing this tutorial is that there's a small bug with the way the first spin actually fades out. As you will notice here, my first spin starts fading out just before the camera starts zooming in. Instead, it should do it at the same time as the route layer, just as the camera starts to zoom in. So it seems to be a small bug, but it's an easy fix. I simply press T on my pin layer to reveal its opacity property. And you can see that it currently has an expression on it that's controlling when it should fade in and out. So we can click on the stopwatch while holding the Alt key, and that will remove any expressions from it. And then what I want to do is I want to set a keyframe just when the camera starts zooming in. And let's just see here when my route layer fades out. So somewhere around here. And I want to set this guy to 0. And if we look at it now, we can see that it starts to fade out together with the route. Now, if we switch back to the main comp and slowly scrub to our cut point, we can see that we have a seamless cut from our first map to the second. So a couple of simple tips, but this should give you an easy workflow for joining any two maps together. And then another thing I wanted to show was how, let me just switch to my example here, as I've already done it here. How you can actually join a couple of different world travel maps templates using the very same technique. So say I have imported the Asia template, which you can import just like any other asset by double-clicking here in your Assets tab and then selecting the After Effects project file. And you simply go over the same steps we did here with New Zealand map. And then what you get is that here from Sydney, I'm flying to Kuala Lumpur. I zoom in and continue my travels across Asia. So this is actually a pretty cool technique to create really complex map animations stretching across a number of different continents. And thanks again for watching. And if you have any questions at all, just drop us an email or leave a comment under the video.